Nebraska wrapped up spring practice number 3 here on Thursday. Hi, this is Sean Callahan for HuskerOnline.com. We caught up with offensive coordinator Danny Langsdorf and several of Nebraska's different offensive players following practice, and catching up with Langsdorf. He talked about his quarterbacks and just where things are at through 3 days.
A lot further than we've been in our past. They're just a lot more comfortable already. We've got a lot of work to do, and just in terms of knowing our reads and throwing accurately. But I've been pleased the first 3 days about just their command and the knowledge that they've done a nice job in the off season of studying and learning about what we're doing. I just think they're a lot further ahead than last year.
And speaking of quarterbacks, Langsdorf did move one of his quarterbacks over to wide receiver and sophomore Zack Darlington.
You go from walking into the huddle and having to know what the Z is doing, the X is doing, the R is doing, and where the check down's out. And now they call the formation, I line up, I got one route, And so I like it. I do like it because I know when what coverages I need to be able to pull the guy to open up for someone else, and I know what coverages is I'm going to be the guy being looked to. And so it does help a lot because you're in the film room a lot, and it's been this whole process of learning how to run the offense. And now when I go out there, I break the huddle, I line up, the guy outside me doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, I got him. It's okay. I know the play. So it helps a lot.
When you look at this offensive unit as a whole, really all the questions right now are around the offensive line, and Nebraska must replace several key veterans a year ago. And one of those players vying for time right now is Tanner Farmer at guard, who's lost 40 pounds in weight from where he was at a year ago.
I'm weighing about 295 right now, and that's where I want to stay. Okay. I just want to keep on trimming fat and keep on building muscle.
What were you at the end of last year?
I was weighing about 335.
330.
Wow.
How'd you get that heavy?
I enjoy eating. I love food, and I just had to cut back on my eating habits, eat a little bit healthier too, and then I just upped my exercise a whole bunch.
How different does it feel playing at 295 than?
Oh, it feels so much better. My knees don't hurt near as much. They don't ache. I'm able to move so much better. I'm actually able to get to my blocks, and yeah, it's just made a huge difference, and I'm really happy that I did it.
One of the strengths, though, on this Husker offensive line should be the left side. Nick Gates now will be at left tackle, and he'll ideally be lined up next to Jerald Foster.
It's definitely something you work on every day, day in and day out. You got to get there, do new technique. It's kind of all the same, but it's still different footwork, and coming out those first couple steps is a little awkward right now, but I definitely get used to it.
Left side, baby, there it is. Oh man, no, it's great. Oh my goodness, so happy he was able to move over. Me and Gates, we're both working together. Love playing with the guy. He's a hard worker. He does everything he can, and he's always there for me. If I need his help or if I need him in something like going over plays or anything like that, he's always there. So having a guy that he got to play last year, thank God, for all of his stuff. And now that we'll both be able to definitely have a chance to be out there together, it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Probably the biggest question, though, remaining on this line is that right tackle, and the guy that Mike Cavanaugh will be looking towards to win that job is junior David Neville.
Well, he's got to mean a lot to you, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying it dead or attentive, but the work ethic, I think he's had a great off season. I think he's bought in, you know what I mean? I like what I see, the technique, transferring from individual period to our team period. So, we're making strides as long as they keep buying in.
And one of the guys that will be running behind that Husker offensive line is sophomore running back Devine Ozigbo, who hopes to make some big gains from a year ago.
That's definitely the plan, definitely the goal. So, got to make the most out of all the reps I get. So I'm just, trying to capitalize on the opportunities.
In injury news, wide receiver Stanley Morgan Jr. and Jordan Westerkamp did not practice here on Thursday. We'll get the full extent of their status on Saturday from head coach Mike Riley. With the Huskers here in Lincoln, I'm Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com.